Can you see me? No? Can you even hear me?
We can hear you.
I just don't know why this freaking video doesn't
What's
work.
up, Crashed It Nation? This is Jonathan Wood. This is episode number 33 on the Crashed It podcast. We thank you all for liking, subscribing, sharing, giving us all kinds of feedback. We really appreciate it. Tonight on tap for the podcast, we're going to hear from Team B.A.S. Racing, and we're going to just go through some news, just some quick news that's going on around the area. Tonight, I announced the future plans for Crashed It podcast and the Crashed It YouTube channel. I announced today that we dropped a highlight hub top 10 hits of the week, and I've reached out to over 2,000 creators as of right now on YouTube and different platforms just to try to get a baseline of different videos from around the area and around the United States. So we plan to, get video footage from a lot of different areas each and every week to give you guys the best top 10s plays of the week we can. I did it all in kind of just when I grew up. I enjoyed watching the Sports Center top 10 plays of the week and or that day, and I decided it'd be really cool if someone did it for the Demolition Derby world. It's going to take a lot of time and effort and a community of different creators to make this go, but I'm excited to see where this goes. Let's see what else we got going here. We've got Redneck Rumble this week. It's starting out. We've got our Rebel Run Indoor Duro Derby this Friday night, January 27th. We've touched on this on the podcast before. That's all taking place in Sturgis, Kentucky. And on Saturday, we have our Redneck Rumble on January 28th. It's the Indoor Demolition Derby, $30,000 to win. You can catch all that action on derbynation.tv. Let's see here. Derby Icons announced their winners for their sponsorship packages. Congrats to Brett LaCroix and Ashley Schneider. They were the winners of the second draw, and then the first sponsorship draw was Brett Young and Joe Ollinger. So congrats to those guys. This weekend we had our 2023 Ice Crush Smash. It's by Full Arena Promotions. That we've got some highlights footage coming from that Demolition Derby on this week's highlight reel, actually. And that took place in Long Prairie, Minnesota. It was really cool. I don't know if any of you guys got to check in on any of that action, but basically it was a full on like snow arena. They pushed off snow and packed in the ice real tight, and it was really cool. It looked really awesome, like the way the cars got around. It looked like they were driving on what we'd see like wet asphalt around here. That was an awesome show. A lot of hard hitting. Also, this week we had we had Mad Dog Demolition Derby in Claremore, Oklahoma. They had their show. Awesome show to watch. We got some actual footage from that show as well coming up on our hard hit video. Thanks to everybody pitched in on that. But yeah, here's some images of just some stuff that went down. I mean, you could see the track looked like it was really dry, but the dirt, there was a lot of loose dirt on top, and some of the cars got buried that way. But as you can see, this van, the front wheel is buried up pretty good here. But I thought it was really cool. They had like vans out there with the stock cars, and that's it turned out to be a really good show watching that van try to hang with the big car stock class. Congrats to the winners in full size. First place, Joseph Hoffer. Second place, Joey Vincent. Third place, Tyler Vale and Mad Dog Joey Vincent. Coming in the semi-stock compacts, first place was Chance Berry. Second place, Denton Shook. In third place, Matt Druce. The Mad Dog in that was Matt Druce for sure. And the Bone Stock, first place was Adam Fleming. Second place, Wes Black. Third place, Logan Black. And the Mad Dog was Brandon Lobdell. Just some couple things I wanted to point out here. These drivers put their blood, sweat, and tears into this thing. And the driver of the compact class, look at this, guys. He put on, that's the definition of putting some blood, sweat, and tears into your builds and your drives. He left it all on the line out there, and it's a graphic photo for those that are tuning in live with us on YouTube. But man, that's what it takes to win sometimes. He was your compact winner. Lucky Sevens Promotions come out and they announced that they're adding a super stock class this year, and their rules are posted on Facebook and their website. Excited to see what's to come of that.
Yeah, just
Jacob,
before you move on, just because we're adding the super stock class doesn't mean that we're getting rid of the big car stock class that we had last year. I've already had like 3 people call me. It's just an add-on class. I won't go too deep into it, but someone sponsored this class. So this class is pretty much going to be a filler class that's got some badass stuff coming just for this class. This particular individual wanted to bring this class on. He's going to sponsor the class. It's going to be awesome. The stuff he's going to come up with. As soon as we get our schedule, we'll get more details about that. But it's going to be cool to see. But we're not getting rid of the stock big car class, just to clear up some rumors that were floating around.
Yeah, and just for the listeners on Spotify, I know they've been listening and saying that there's not really an SS class around Missouri, and that could draw some big names, and I can't wait to see what that has to bring. Derby Build Season 3 is out now. If you haven't ever seen that, it's pretty cool to tune in, and they like go through different ideas and building and different challengings with mounting engines and transmissions and all kinds of stuff. It's if you're a beginner of the sport, that's something I would definitely recommend. You learn a lot just by watching that, and that's on derbynation.tv or Derby Tees. I'm not familiar with that, but I think that's it for the news this week. So I'm going to bring these guys on. We've got Wesley, the Wild Child Jordan, driving the 06. He's been a member of B.A.S. for a while now, and we've got Landon the Bounty Hunter Worthy, and none other than Pimp City joining the team this year. So, guys, thanks for coming on the podcast first and foremost.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So, I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts. You probably haven't heard yet about the whole nationwide idea of getting hard hits videos from different creators and stuff. What do you guys think about that? Like, is it something that you would like to watch, or is it maybe something that you'd want to be on? So,
I'm already on one, so.
Oh,
I liked it because I usually go to YouTube and search for the hard hits because that's what I like to see normally. So if you're going to bring them to me easier, then I'm all game for it.
Oh, I'm definitely game for it.
You'll never be on it anyways.
I was going to say, that motherfucker ain't ever going to be on one of them videos.
I will nose your shit up at Carnage. Keep talking.
I'd love to see that day.
Too much like me.
Sandbagger.
so
Yeah.
He calls it sandbagging. I just call it smart driving.
I like to put the show on. You make it boring.
before we get too far into this episode with you guys, We got to take a quick commercial break. This is going to be our Lucky Sevens commercial break. And then we'll get to how you guys got started and how you guys became a team and a little recap on that for the new listeners. We've got a lot of new listeners each and every week. Everyone that's on the podcast tonight's been on before, but we need to kind of update them. So we're going to is a premier Lucky Sevens Promotions is a premier motorsport promotion company specializing in demolition derby and figure eight racing. We've got over 20 years of motorsport entertainment under our belts. We are a driver's first organization. We strive to put on the most competitive, fair, and fun experience for drivers while still providing a fun and engaging experience for our fans. If you are interested in bringing motorsport entertainment to your event venue, please contact Lucky Sevens Promotions. We will be thrilled to discuss various entertainment options we can provide. Check us out on Facebook and LuckySevensPromotions.com. Lucky Sevens is always willing to add to our array of sponsorship partners. If you are in any way interested in becoming an advertising partner, do not hesitate to contact our staff. We would be happy to assist you in creating an excellent marketing venture for your company. We have a vast portfolio of sponsorship packages to fit any budget. So if you're looking for a fun, family-filled activity, check out Lucky Sevens Promotion. It's a show that you will not want to miss. 2022 was a smashing success. We ask that you join us in making 2023 even bigger and better. See everybody in 2023. All right, and we're back, and I just got a message. It's from Jordan Piter. It said, "Tell Wes, $500 says I'm gonna beat him this year in the point series."
He's been
I
talking
don't
a
know
lot.
what.
He's been talking a lot of smack the past few weeks.
Yeah, he just sent me a message. He said, "Hey, tell Wes, I'm calling him out."
He was scared I was going to call him out first, so he had to jump the gun.
So tell everybody kind of how you got started. We'll start with Wes since he's on here, and then we'll go down the line.
I just watched him at county fairs and basically always wanted to do it. So finally got the opportunity to do it. I've pretty much been stuck since then.
So how'd that happen though? Did you build a car? Did you have a buddy that built the car, or did you have
I had found a buddy that had one that already was built, and he ran it once, and I think it needed an axle or something, and I bought it from him for $300 and put an axle in it, and that started it all.
did you start with figure eight?
I did.
Then okay. I always think it's interesting. We see some people starting a demolition derby and then they come over to the figure eight side, and then we have people that start the figure eight side, and then we see them turn into demolition derby, and then they're doing both, and so that's interesting.
I didn't start really derbying. I've done a few gut and goes past couple of years, but last year was the first year for compact for me. I've always wanted to do that too, because I mean Joshua and Jacob's builds just got me really wanting to do it, and I was thinking if they can do it, I can too. So
Heck yeah. What about you, Pimp City?
I think I started in 2020 at Sedalia. Rented a car from DBR, the 13K car. Then I raced there, and then I built the car a night before the points championship night in Russellville. It was a little Corolla. Now I'm starting to branch off to the demo side of it. Still staying on the figure eight side, but kind of spreading my wings a little bit.
Heck yeah. What about you, Landon? It's been a while since you've been on.
He started in a
Yeah,
horse and
very funny.
Go ahead, Landon.
I started out derbying back when the racetrack was still up there in Hope Summit, and ran derbies there and then the state fair, and then kind of got out of it, and then got back into the figure eight. I seen that stuff going on. I thought, shoot, I can do that. But that's back. We did the figure eight whenever they had the dirt mounds on the track, and then you got a bonus or some kind of award if you rolled it over and kept going. And a buddy of mine, he won it and rolled his car in the same race. So I've been around it for a long time, but this past few years is when I've gotten into it hard and heavy. And then, I got dipshit like Wesley to help build stuff, and we give each other crap in the shop all the time. So it just makes it even more interesting.
So what do you like better, the dirt mounds, or do you like going around the tires better?
What's that?
What do you like better, the tires or the dirt mounts that they used back in the day?
Well, the dirt mounds today, if that was to happen, there would be a lot more red flags. Just because that dirt mound, I know, would just keep getting cut down and cut down and cut down, trying to cut that corner. But the tires, I would say the tires would be better.
Yeah, because people try to monster truck the tires like Seth over there, like an Eldon. So
Sometimes
That's
you
like
just gotta
the
do what you
dive.
gotta do.
what?
What?
That's like the
Well, I thought
dive
you
bomb.
said something.
I said sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do to get to the feature, and putting it on two wheels just needed to be done.
So what's your guys' favorite memory from the 2022 season, looking back?
The race for 28, probably.
Yeah,
Probably have to go with
that was a fun time.
That was chaos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's probably my favorite.
I know it was crazy to watch. I could only imagine what it was like in the car. When
Right.
you guys were when you come out of the corner, what do you see? Just nothing but cars, or did you guys see
Well,
any alleyways, or was it just cars?
There
just
was a lot
cars.
more alleyways
Just
than I thought there would be.
So did you guys have any roadblocks or anything in 2022 that was hard for you guys to overcome throughout the year, like something that came up that you had to overcome?
Not that I can think of.
For me, it was the damn fuel rail and ejector harness. Fought that damn thing all season, and Kurt Turpin walks up to my car, 5 minutes, touches it, and the damn thing worked great at the last race. And that car never ran so hard since then. And we've been fighting it, or I've been fighting it all season long. It run good, and then it start acting up. Run good, and then start acting up. Never could figure it out. Of course, Russell, he's like, I told you to change out that damn fuel rail. And had to listen to that crap. Turpin, he just goes up there and touch it, moves it up, and I mean that damn thing just purred like kitten. So we zippy tied it, and it was great the whole night. And had I feel like had that would have been fixed a long time ago, I would have had a lot better finishes.
Had you have listened to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Landon came in 5th overall in the year. West was top 10, and Seth was in 12th. So between the three of you guys had pretty good years still, throughout whatever troubles that you may have ran into throughout the year.
Yeah, I think we'll all finish in the top 10. That's what I hope.
For 2023.
Yeah, and that's
Well,
with
that's
us.
better.
We're gonna try to do all the compacts that we can too.
Compact derby stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I
So
got
do you
big
got-
news for that. You won't have to between Eldon and Versailles. So they're not going to be on the same night this year. Versailles moved their fair back a week, so you guys won't have to worry about picking between the Derby and the figure eight. So
Yeah.
that's
It was
pretty cool.
Derby.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
going to Derby. They were going to leave me solo that night, make me go to the figure eight by myself.
You could have put a gut and go together and went with this, but I have a feeling you're going to need all the help you can need in the figure eight.
Probably.
So
Right.
how's this new team looking like? Is it, do you guys all build out of the same shop, or is it still Wes and Landon out of this shop and Pimp City's over here trying to figure out where he's supposed to be building? Like how's it look? How's it look?
The shop looks like a fucking disaster right now, but we do have every one of our cars in there get to be able to work on. So we made room for his little scrawny ass.
That's right.
So I got a question for Seth. How'd this all come together? I mean, it seemed like last year you had your own team, and then it looked like you were with DBR, and now, I mean, are you just the fucking hoe of the South, or what's going on here?
I don't really know. You know, I bought the Corsica from Wesley when I don't even remember when I bought it. Towards the end of the year, I think it was right before Sedalia.
It's right before Sedalia.
Yeah, I think
Because I remember the tech.
Yeah, don't we all? Don't we all remember the tech line? Kind of just started hanging out there. You know, Wesley helped me out with the Corsica, started getting it to run good. Later on in the year, they asked me if I wanted to hop on and, you know, join the B.A.S team, and thought that'd probably be the best move for me for 2023 to get me in the top 10 and, you know, maybe make a run at the championship, maybe put my name on it.
So are you going to the Ferguson Racing next year, or what's your plan?
I think I found a pretty good place out here in California. They helped me out a lot. They seem to give me a lot of shit for showing up at, you know, pretty late in the day, but I appreciate all the help they both give me, especially with the Carnage car. They're helping me out a lot.
It's awesome. I think you found a good little home there on that team. They'll push you.
The team found some patience. That's what happened.
And it's always nice to have people to mess around with that give you crap and stuff. That's a good energy. I've always said, it's always fun to joke around, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a good thing there's no video camera or microphone in the shop. It gets pretty bad in there. It gets pretty.
Yeah, you'd be banned from YouTube probably real quick. So
probably.
So what's your hardest fought battle looking back on 2022 before we get into 2023? Do you have a memory of a battle that happened on the track? Either we'll start with Seth and go down the line. That sticks out in your mind, just a battle between you and another driver.
I'll probably say that Conti race between me and Kyle and James Fisher at Eldon. You know, all three of us were running first, second, third. I kind of got down. Dawson decided to hit everybody else. I got back up in first, and, you know, James came around me at the end, but that was definitely a fun race that night. Fast track, a lot of hitting, but that's probably my hardest battle of the year was that night at Eldon.
That was an awesome race to watch too. I mean, I know I about lost my voice during that race. Awesome. Yeah, that was definitely a hard fought battle. What about you, Wes? Do you have a hard fought battle that sticks out in your mind?
Cole County.
What'd you say?
Cole County.
Yeah.
Don't let him tiptoe around it. I mean, he fucking did it. So let's hear about it.
Yeah.
Cole County really wasn't that hard to fight. Honestly, it's probably California between me and Jake Timbrook. We were back and forth pretty much the whole time. I mean, that was probably the closest race all year.
Yeah, and that race, it sticks out in my mind because if my memory serves, you're like, I got a provisional here, and you jumped in Seth's car that used to be your car. First lap, you passed everybody, and you're in first place. And I said, man, watch Wes go out there and spank everybody. So yeah, you drove the wheels off of it. What'd you end up, second that night or third?
I end up breaking.
Oh
Broken
yeah, that's right. Broke at the end. Yeah.
Threw the axle right out.
He was wheeling it though. You gotta give him that. He was wheeling it.
Yeah, I don't
What
think that's
about
the last
you?
time I'll see him in that car. I think I might let him run it a couple times this year.
What about you, Landon? Any battle that sticks out in your head?
Yeah, Cole County, after watching Wesley just hit everybody in the damn heats that he was in, me and Kyle, that was some close racing, and that the heat that we were in together, and that was, I mean, he had the stock figure eight, the hobo figure eight car out there, but that sucker was fast, and just come down there to the end. That was probably one of the closest racing, and then in Troy, Missouri, I think me and him was going back and forth. Kyle was always in the damn way.
So you guys are building cars right now for Carnage and probably for this 2023 season. Do you have a favorite part of the build that sticks out to you guys? We'll start with Wes. What's your favorite part of the build, Wes? I know you're a builder.
Honestly, these
Builder.
cars are too long. Too many hours in these compact cars. I would have to say the cage is probably my favorite part of it.
Yeah, and one of the most important parts. I mean, when it comes down to driver safety, cage is a very important part, and that's one of the things I like looking at because I know Jacob thoroughly enjoys building his cages up for his compact cars and stuff, and I just like seeing everybody's ideas and where they put their gussets, and it's just crazy the amount of time that they got in them. So it's always fun to kind of see how everybody thinks and how they use the cage to their advantage in some of this build process. So, what about you, Slim Shady or Pimp City or whatever?
My favorite part's when they're finished.
Heck
They
yeah.
don't do
Yep, right when they're done. Loading it
Thank
up on
you,
the
Landon.
trailer.
I like when the motor's going in, ready to be fired up.
So, like the motor, is that what you said from the mechanical
Yeah.
aspect?
Yeah, when that motor goes in, that means it's getting close, and we're just down to what we always say, the little shit. That seems like it takes weeks and weeks on the little shit.
Oh, I don't pull that. I mean, Wes is over there at the stopwatch when he's pulling motors. So last year he sent me like a Snapchat, and like 2 hours later he was already done pretty much, and I was like, what the hell?
Oh yeah, we can yank some motors out pretty quick.
Definitely faster than what I can. So you guys have you guys had a chance to look at the rules at all for Lucky Sevens promotions, or
No, we're just bringing a torch to the first race.
I just
well,
build
yeah,
it.
that's the way all the cheaters do it. So I'm sure Joshua will appreciate that,
Oh, I
bringing
know.
the torch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite things last year. Is at the end of the year, Wes pulls up with the Lumina. Everybody's like, "Tech him, got a full modded car coming in."
With a cradle.
Hey, it fit the rules.
Yeah.
So what's your guys' every single one of you guys have did demolition derby or figure eight? What's the favorite thing about each one of those to you guys? Like, is there something that sticks out that helps you enjoy the figure eight or the demolition derby? What do you like about those? We'll go with Landon first on this one.
I think just the competitiveness, the cars, everybody's gotten so competitive on everything, and most of the time, sometimes you can walk away from the race and shake hands with everybody else, but there's always a few races that there ain't no hands getting shook. It's going to be pipes or something thrown, or something crazy. Somebody's pissed off about something. And getting into the compact world, I thought there was a lot of crybabies and shit in figure eight, but the compact, that just takes the cake, it seems like. There's more drama there than a high school prom.
Yeah, that's for sure. What about you? Uh, Dylan Chilton just says Slim's favorite part of the build when he buys the car.
That's right. That's right.
So,
My favorite, I like the competitive side of the figure eight. Going out there definitely with, the Lucky Sevens promotion, you're racing the best. So you got to bring your best each and every week. And that's kind of what keeps me coming back to the figure eight side of it. And the demo side of it, I'm still pretty new. I think this will be my third or fourth one. So, I'm just trying to figure it out still. Can't just go out and hit everybody right off the go and last 3 minutes. Just kind of got to figure that side out of it, but definitely keeping me coming back is just, trying to win some money eventually.
about you, Wild Child?
The adrenaline rush for both sides. It's the only thing I do it for.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. It's the rush. You can't describe it really. It's just the adrenaline and the competitiveness that you get from each side, I'm sure. So
It's a good anger management process.
yeah, you don't have to worry about getting sued for it either.
That's right. Or going to jail.
Sometimes.
So what's 2023 looking like for you guys? Have you guys got big plans, or is there going to be a drawback this year? Or it sounds like you guys are ready to go full force, but I don't want to say that on here. I want to hear it from you guys. What's the plans? Is Carnage for everybody?
Yeah, all of us going to Carnage. Wes and I is in the compact. Little Pimp there, he is doing the gut and go. And I think him and Ryan Shoeing's got something going on. I think from what I hear, he's going to try to take Shoeing out right off the bat.
Yeah, he took my ass out in fantasy, have the best team all fucking year. Lose the last two games to somebody I beat twice in the regular season. And fucking Shooney just comes through and thinks he can just big dog me in the semifinals. Lost me some money. Some bullshit.
Fantasy football redemption on the derby track. I love it.
Damn right. If I first place and I lose in the second fucking round. And then I got to play Jacob's ass in the third place game. I'm like, cakewalk. Beat his ass twice already. I got him for the third time. What happens? Shit the bed. He wins. I'm out money.
Hey, I won the main league, so
yeah.
I kind of let Big Show walk on me because I was paying attention to the other league that was worth way more money. So I was like, shoot. So he would have beat me anyway, probably.
I don't understand that fantasy football thing.
So what about, so did you guys say that you're doing the compacts in the Carnage?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Landon and Wes are in the compacts. Do you have anyone else going up there that or is it just going to be you guys and see who else shows up, or what? Do you have anyone else that you know is going that might run with you?
I don't know of anybody. I'm sure we'll find out when we get there.
I think the whole state of Missouri is coming in our class. I don't even think there's
Yeah,
anyone from a different state.
there might be a couple, but
Shit, let's save
that's
the 4-hour trip and just do it in Russellville.
I'd say the majority of it, the stock class is going to be from Missouri, from what I've been seeing.
I think there's like 18 of us, 18 or 19, if I counted right. But I'm not very smart, so.
So after Carnage, is there any other plans for any other shows, or is it just get ready for the Lucky Seven stuff? Or
Just lucky
It's
seven.
all lucky.
Best promoter around.
yeah, they're trying. Trust me, they got a lot of big ideas and stuff that I don't even know about. I'm sure that I find out kind of with everybody else a lot of this stuff. So,
Well,
but yeah,
I heard rumors about this $100 buy-in for a race, and I'm game for it.
I'm sure Jacob would want some input on that stuff. That's something I know they've been trying to get everybody's thoughts about having a higher buy-in for a higher paying show or something like that. So
Yeah, that was the plans. Me and Joshua just ran out of time. We're going to be trying something this year. We're trying to go to an all-team event, so that includes figure eight. We're not going to have a big show without our figure eight guys. We just won't do it. And I mean, they've brought us this far, and to have a big show without a figure eight to me and Joshua just doesn't seem right. So that's what we're trying to work toward. We have to find a venue. We had one locked down, and it kind of didn't fizzled out a little bit, so it didn't work out for this year for 2023. But we're going to find somewhere to do something in 2024 for sure, and it's going to be a cool format.
yeah,
So no team show, no team figure eight this year.
Oh, there's probably going to be a little trial run somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah, we got to try something a little bit.
We
We've got an
got to
idea.
throw something in there.
We've got an idea of how it will look. We'll just say that for sure. I know they've actually let me in on those conversations. So that for me is something that I think it's going to be a whole new game changer for not only the drivers but the fans that are there watching. Because it's going to be crazy. But that's probably for another episode for later on in the year for that part though. So
Think
you
that's
guys
a
all
race.
you guys all like go to a lot of shows throughout the year with Lucky Sevens and even traveling to Carnage and stuff like that. Is what keeps you going through the year? What keeps there's a grind that's there. Is there something that keeps you going? Like what's it take to do that for someone that might be thinking about it this year?
It's just a sport, in my opinion. It's a sport. If you can cheat good enough and get up there, you got it. Just keep wanting to win, going after that win.
Kind of with Landon on that one, just trying to be better. Set your goals high and don't stop till you get there. Kept me coming back each race this year.
I think Wesley wants to retire when Potter.
What?
Wesley wants to retire every week, and now that Piter's on his ass, he might be wanting to retire every other day.
I wouldn't want to retire. I wouldn't have to fix your shit all the fucking time.
Yeah, whatever.
That's right.
That includes you, Pimp City.
So now that you guys are all a team, does it like make you feel more obligated to show up to the shows to be better? Like, is there a feeling of that once you get on a team? I try to ask like all the team members of every team that I have on here, like, is it an added pressure or is it something that kind of motivates you to do more? I should say. Start you, Pimp City, since you're new to this.
Well, I guess I'll find out this year. Never had somebody, a team show up to every race before. So, hopefully they'll push me to be better and, maybe build a stronger car or something. I think they're going to help me a lot in that aspect and, push me to be the racer I think I can be. So that's what I kind of look forward to here in the 2023 season. Because I know if I suck, I'm going to hear about it every time I come to the shop. So
Yeah. Well, according to Colt, at least you could make a feature, so you're fine there. How about you, Wes? Does it give you any extra drive or anything like that?
I wouldn't say drive. It just makes me feel more comfortable knowing if we all bring more than one car. Mine breaks down. It's not fixable. I know I'm able to get into another car and go out there. I mean, it's more about pushing everybody else and trying to teach them. They have questions, a lot of questions. Tell them how to do it. They wonder how I do it, but you just kind of can't tell them. You kind of show them.
How you, Landon?
Daddy West there got to hold our hands. He ain't got it figured out because he ain't got one. His name ain't been on the cup. And two, he ain't finished in top 5. Don't know how long.
Why is your name on that cup?
Because I might have had somebody do a little blocking before.
Who was that?
I don't know. Some people call him Puss Cake. Now I think little Pimp C there. He might be a little nice addition to the team. I mean, it's just trying to get the right people with you, surrounded to make everything click. And I don't know. I think it's going to click pretty good with us three, running consistently. First few races, I know it's going to take some wrinkles that's going to have to get ironed out. But with Seth, towards the end of last year, he kind of hung around a little more, and we knew he was coming begging. So we figured we'd just go ahead and let his ass in.
if I remember right, you asked me.
I don't think so.
That was my next question. Like, did you guys approach him to join the team, or how'd the coming of Pimp City to B.A.S. come about?
Well, obviously, if you ask him, we was coming after him like he was the number 1 draft out there to be had. But the truth is, I think it was something that Wesley seen something in him. Is like his little protege or something. Is how I see it.
No. Now hold on. We're gonna have draft picks. We need to have that televised, and let's get our drivers out there a little more. If we're gonna have drafts, free agency.
Yep. Here's the highest ranked free agent. He's a star recruit.
I'm about to become a free agent. Who's
I heard Piter's looking for a teammate.
Hey, I'll go.
Watch.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure last one to know about it. I got asked if it was okay if he joined. So
yeah, I think Wesley just kind of inherited me, like the little stepson nobody wants.
Do you guys have any sponsors? You have any sponsors or anyone you want to thank for supporting you guys this year? I think I seen you guys have a couple sponsors, and I know looks like Landon has renewed the Worthy Bell Bonds sponsorship for Lucky Sevens this year. That's always really nice.
We haven't told him that yet.
Oh,
you just
it's official now. Yeah, I'm more than happy to sponsor the point series, the championship series. I'm more than happy to do that, but I also kind of sponsor our own little team thing. But we've got Tobin's Towing that stepped up again this year. It's going to sponsor, and then there's a couple more that I think might want to join too. That same ones from last year. I got to speak with Custom Signs and see if they want to do it again, and then I'm sure Brock's Tire. He always steps up and does something for us, but them are the main ones. So Pimp City's working on a big one, but we're still waiting to see if he's going to shit the bed on that one, or is he going to come through?
Oh, we're working on it. It's gonna be
I
a good
believe-
one. It all
believe-
matters if that Lucky Sevens is coming to Boone County or not. That's the real question. That's the
And,
lockdown. So Jacob, we're really counting on you here, man.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
And none of us can, or at least me and Wes, we definitely got to give our old ladies a shout out, because if it wasn't for them putting up with all the shit that we do, we wouldn't really be able to do it, or we would be able to do it, but there'd just be a lot more griping about it if they weren't on board. And old Pimp City, I don't know, man. He goes through girls right now like he does underwear. So I don't know who or how many girls he can think.
A different one every night.
Yeah, damn. Just throw me under the bus. Jesus Christ. God forbid
Oh,
no one
man.
listens to it.
Well, there ain't none of them listening to this podcast yet, I'm sure, but we're going to use it as blackmail.
Officially hitting free agency, boys.
Ain't nobody going to want your ass, I can promise.
Like I said, I'm that stepchild that nobody wants.
Yeah. And Ferguson boys are calling you guys old though, Landon. On my YouTube comments here, they said that the only reason you don't know about fantasy football is because it's past your generation pretty much. So
Damn. I'm only 35.
Shit.
hey,
To that.
um, so I got a couple more questions for you guys before we get you out of here. Did you so you guys gonna bring new fresh cars this year, or is it something that you're just gonna work with what you got, or what can we expect to see out of B.A.S. racing?
We got a few left from last year. We are going to be building some fresh ones. They may or may not be done for the first one. We don't know yet, with the compact still being built. If there's enough time to get, we may get one out, but I don't know about the rest of them.
And while we're talking about B.A.S. racing, is it just you, Pimp City, and Landon now, or is there some girls that are still competing, or are they going to be coming back out for this year? Or what about the powder puff drivers we've seen in the past?
Yeah, Wesley, what's going on there, man?
Yeah, Wes, what's going on? You building mama a new car or what?
I done told her she's getting one. She's a little pissy about what I said, but she's getting one.
That's the one car that's getting done the first race. Right there.
I don't know if Shay Baby's coming out. She actually moved out of the house and on her own and starting to figure out adulthood sucks when it comes to paying bills. So I don't know if she's gonna want to run or not. Maybe, maybe not. If she does run, it'll be if we have a car running at the end of the night. She might jump in one if she goes.
Yeah, I just was wondering because I hadn't really heard nothing this year, and oh. So are we gonna see door wraps again this year from Pimp City or from the B.A.S. racing team? I think I think Wes had a door wrap last year as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah, painted right over it.
So will we see door wraps again, or how'd that hold up for you guys throughout the year? I mean, to me it looked like it did all right on both of your guys'
Surprisingly did a
cars.
lot better than I thought.
Yeah, mine held up pretty good. I might run the car one last time, first race of the year, just give it its final hoorah.
I
Yeah,
like
look how good it held up.
Yeah, well, if Wesley'd stop hitting me in the door.
Drive a little faster.
So on the race for 28 fastest lap, did you take that home?
No, I bought it.
You bought it. Okay, I couldn't remember.
I just took a picture with it because I was hoping it was going to come home with me, but it didn't.
Yeah, that was a sweet thing. So Landon, are you planning on doing wraps or stickers this year, or what's your plans?
I just like the way I've been doing it. Them wraps, they're kind of nice, but they just I don't know. They just whatever advertising you got on it seems like it just kind of gets all bungled up and lost in there. So
And for the ones that are tuning in through YouTube, I'm just scrolling through some pictures I found on Facebook and stuff. Normally the drivers send me stuff, but we didn't get that this week. So I'm just
I didn't know.
scrolling through some
I
stuff
didn't
I found.
know. I'd have sent it to you. That's something Pimp City was supposed to take care of, I guess.
So Landon, I did find one picture. I wanted to see if it meant I wish you were on video so you could see the picture I got up on the screen right now. But it's a picture. I believe it's at Russellville, probably the last race of the year. And your wife was holding up the American flag, and for I think it's the last race of the year. But we always have the sponsor come out and hold up the flag and stuff for the race. And to me, it looks like a picture that could hold a lot of memories for someone in the sport. And I was gonna see if you know what picture I'm even talking about. It's the one she's holding the flag and you're standing right next to the car, looking up at the flag, kind of next to her.
Yeah, I can see that picture. I think it was the last race there in Russellville, and just having her out there holding the flag up. You know, she deals with me doing my stuff at the shop and away from the house, and kind of sacrifice, you know, some nights that I probably should be around. So I'm trying to at least go one night out a week, just me and her, and going doing something, just so it just keeps everything kosher. But no, it means a lot when she's out there and participating, and she doesn't ever complain about that at all. She might complain a little bit about the time I spend up in the shop, but you know, when it comes down to race day, she knows how it goes, and she's all about it, and she's looking as much forward to it as I am. So it helps a lot when you got the support. Now you got a picture of the biggest cheater on the team.
Yeah, I found this one on Wes's page, and Wes, looks like you're. So I wanted to ask about You always seems like your e-brakes in a nice, comfortable spot for you, and I think you were one of the first ones that started relocating the e-brake. And kind of, what was your thought behind that?
I got tired of reaching down. It was very uncomfortable. So I noticed it could be moved. So I just put it where it felt comfortable inside the car.
Yeah, and I wanted to make a comment because the reason I brought this up is I hear a lot of the crowd while you guys are out there, and everyone's like, "Check this guy out!" You see him pulling his e-brake, so the crowd kind of got a kick out of that too, because they could see you every time you'd reach up and grab that thing. They could see you just in there working it like crazy, and they're like, "Man, that is so cool to see." How hard they're driving with one hand just flying around the steering wheel and the other hand's working the e-brake. And I thought that was interesting to hear the crowd there commenting on that. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. I thought that was cool. And I'm glad that you found something that seems to work for you. And then, so are we going to be seeing some similar compact builds, or do you have any, what do you guys bring into Carnage, if you don't mind saying?
I'm bringing a Grand Prix 2-door. It's nothing compared to that one. It is way better.
Nice. A lot of learning and building the compacts and stuff, I'm sure.
This is only my second car, and everything's totally different.
What are you bringing, Pimp City?
Bringing a Buick Century, 2-door. I think it's 2-door. No, it's 4-door.
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 Yeah.
Shop Saturday. She'll be ready by day of at the track.
Do you guys got anything that you want to ask us before we get you out of here?
Where's the first race at?
Russellville.
Figured.
I think they said April 15th, but don't quote us on it.
How many races are there this year?
It should be pretty close to what it was last year. You guys ain't gonna have to travel to Troy, but don't get too excited because there's somewhere else you got to travel now.
Let's hear it. Come on. Let's throw it on it.
Is it about the same distance?
About the same distance, yep.
South or north?
West.
Northwest.
Richmond.
Or northeast, I'm sorry. When you said Richmond, I'm like, no, he's going the wrong way, but I'm going the wrong way.
Damn.
Is that going to be the big show? Are you all doing another 28?
Race for 28 is coming back for sure.
Is that
That's going to be a annual event. Kyle and the family asked if we would do it, and I told them as long as we were doing this, we'll put it on. So, yep, that's going to be an annual event. It'll be at Russellville. It'll be the weekend after California's Figure 8. We're going to try to do that every year. So,
the Triple Crown we'll see if anyone can bring home the Triple Crown this year. Like I said, last year crashed it. We'll throw in some extra on the Triple Crown. So I think that'd be awesome if someone won that. So
what about compact shows? About the same amount?
it'll be close. Yeah, this should be close to the same amount. I got a question for you, Wesley and Landon. What do you guys? How do you compare building these compact mod derby cars to a Figure 8 car?
A lot more work into compact, in my eyes. Some spots are a little easier, other spots are a little more difficult. If you don't get it, in my eyes, damn near dead nets on, you're pretty much screwed from there. Depends on what you're wanting to get done.
Yeah, your car looks really good. I haven't seen Landon's car. He don't show no pictures. Like, I don't know what he's trying to hide, but
cheating.
Yeah. What?
He was way behind me until this past weekend. I got his car started for him.
So now we're just down to all the. Yeah, the compact build takes way more time than the Figure 8, and it could be because we've built enough Figure 8 cars, just kind of know what we got to do like right off the bat. But these compacts is a whole different beast when you haven't done it, and you're allowed to do more things, and it's I don't know. It just takes longer, and for us, being we're new to it, we don't know all the secrets to it yet. So, unfortunately, I think I've totaled up more than Wesley has, but at least we know where they're starting to bend at and where we need to plate. But I'm sure there's after Carnage, we'll be a little bit more educated than we are now. And then on the next one, we're like, shit, we need to do this to that. But the figure eights, I think we've done it long enough that we pretty much got that down pat on how to build them and make them last. But these compacts, it's just a different animal.
It'll start coming easier. It'll go together a lot easier, just like the figure eight cars do. You'll get a certain way you like to, you start from one way and go there, and it'll come together a lot easier. Just the more you build them, the easier it'll come, just like figure eight.
What are you bringing to Carnage? Oh, Jacob?
Square body that you could have ate off of the floor with. It's the 10 out of 10 car. I'm taking it just to see everybody cringe.
Yeah, I seen a picture and I can't believe you're running that up there in the gut and go.
Oh yeah. Taking a nice one to the Illinois 2 weekends after too.
Got a busy couple months ahead of you running 2 big shows.
I gotta try to fit them all in before our season starts.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and that Whiskey City show. I don't know if you guys have seen the drivers list that they just came out with tonight for the super stocks, but it's freaking loaded with just talent from all over the country. And I'll probably be at Whiskey City too, just to be there. Just gotta support Jacob and whoever else I know that's there. Oh man, it's
Yeah,
what
Carnage.
the heck?
Yeah, the Carnage hobo class. I know every single driver in that field, and then the Whiskey City. I don't know one single person. Well, I know of them, but I've never talked to any of them people. So that'll be fun.
Did they drop the list for it, or you just word of mouth kind of put together all 30?
For
Carnage.
No, I pretty much know everybody that's running. Maybe a few, but I know a bunch of people. I counted like 28. I don't even know how many's out there, but
I think it's 30. I think that's what it's 30 of us.
Geez, that's gonna make it interesting going up people that you know, especially in your own hometown.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm going right after Brady Smith.
Already calling him out. Oh, you're going after Brady Smith, and old Pimp City's going after Big Show.
Yeah, we'll have a party.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We just have to figure out which girl or girls old Pimp City's bringing.
God damn.
Well, it's a couple nights, so he can bring a few. Just leave one out in the truck.
I just heard you gotta go down to that trailer, the old trailer strip club. That's where you gotta go.
I should have got you.
Wesley's got some big plans coming at Carnage. Don't worry.
I have none. I'm slow.
Big old plans for Wesley.
No, I'm excited to see you guys run. I really am. It's so much fun, and you learn so much just being out there on that track. And I'm excited for the 2 compact guys to go out there and show them what you got. I'm looking forward to it.
Got a Snapchat from old Lackey tonight saying he's starting on the compact car. He's got 6 weeks to go. I'm a little late to the show, buddy. It's like, bless your heart, because stripping it out.
He's got some help though. He's got some people that's gonna let him use their bolting cage and stuff that I know of. So
That's good.
I think he'll be all right.
I hope the best for him. When he sent me that Snapchat, I said, "Oh." Just kind of seeing Wesley and Langford build their cars. Just I'm only out there twice a week, so some big steps.
We figure about 8 weeks to build one, to build a hard car, but that's every night. and weekends. So, yeah, he's going to be pushing it. But we're usually by ourselves too. So if you have help, I could see where it could go a little bit faster.
So
Yeah,
I got a question for you guys before we get you off here. I know I said that earlier, but do you guys have any cabin fever setting in? Like the Ray boys, I keep getting Snapchats of them just smashing cars. And like yet the other day, Henry's all out into the front of a Camry, like in his full size car. And then today he's pulling Tyler around in a Subaru. He's got like a Subaru hooked up to the front of an international, it looked like dump truck or something, and he was just giving her hell. Smashes into a car that's sitting on the side there. I don't know if it was intentional or he probably was driving along like, man, I need to hit something. Is that setting in for you guys? Like, do you have dreams of smashing Chevy Luminas and what is it?
Oh yeah, I'm hoping my car is running to where I can pull it out of the shop and run it around. I cannot wait to see what it's going to do.
Wesley, you ready? You ready to get in the car? Start it up. I'm telling you, right off the drop, they're nosing each other up. First hit.
He keeps talking shit, and it might happen before we even get up to Capital Carnage.
Damn. I think I'm ready to hit something. I don't know. I got to get the car built first. They're light years ahead of me compared to where they're at, but I think we could get it done in about a week and a half, depending on how long I'm working on it.
All right. So, Seth, we'll start with you. Then we'll go Wesley, then Landon. What's your goals for this coming up year?
I want to win some money in the figure eight. I want to, try to win a race or two. Actually hit the top 10 this year. I think it's more than attainable with, the guys helping me out each and every way. Maybe, my car breaks down. I got a car to race. So, goal against top 10, maybe, put my name. I didn't win any money last year. Didn't get any cool trophies. So definitely want to win some cool trophies.
Wesley?
Mainly get him into top 10 since he's never been there. I mean, I'm always willing to help. I really want to do more derbying than figure eighting, but if it comes down to figure eight, then I'll probably just figure eight if my derby car is pretty much screwed because I ain't got time to build another one.
Landon?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat with Wes. I mean, I love figure eight. It's fun and very addicting, and I would like to see Seth making the top 10 just so we can tell him that, we hope to get in the top 10. And
before he jumps ship.
Yeah. I'm hoping the compact, the cars will last, once we got built, they'll last long enough that we can actually make all the shows. But I'm with Wes. The amount of time that you've got to put in them to make them last is just, if you're going to figure eight, you gotta have a hard car and hope like hell it's going to last through the compact. Or otherwise, it's not happening. So it's going to be hard juggling both, but I think both my and Wesley's goal is just to make sure, hopefully Seth can make it in the top 10, but it's up to him as long as he stops dive bombing in the corners.
You guys got the rule set to build hard cars, so they should last you, I would think.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, got any last words before we get off here?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it.
Jonathan, I'll
No,
go on my weekly rant here about other podcasts I listen to, other Derby podcasts. I seem to find a new one every week, and I always like to plug them guys just because it helps the sport in general. and it's called the War Room. It's actually put on by Triple D Promotions up in Ohio. They King of Ohio Derby. They're very, very long-winded podcast. I think they're like 2 hours long, but it's not really for the casual Derby listener. I would say it's more for people that really truly love the sport. They talk a lot about broadening the sport, and it's a really cool listen. I mean, for me, just because I absolutely love Demolition Derby and love figure eight and hope the sport grows. So if you guys get a chance, listen to some of the stuff they say. They kind of to review what they say. They talk a lot about drivers helping promote, their shows instead of guys not telling anybody, where they're going. It's hard for somebody to be a fan of let's just say OMM if nobody knows where OMM's running. And it's just stuff like you guys, like B.A.S, just promote yourselves. If you guys are going somewhere, put pictures out, get on social media, because every time somebody sees you guys, they see the sport in general, and it just helps grow. So all these little teams that we have that run the figure eight and the Derby, I say go out there, promote. Jonathan does the TikTok thing and social media, and all that stuff helps. And it's just really cool to listen to that stuff. So if you guys get bored or if you're sitting at work, go listen to that podcast. It's pretty cool. That's all I got, Jonathan. That's my weekly rant.
Sorry. Yeah. I haven't got to listen to that one, but I plan on to. Sorry if you guys seen the Nutter Butter go flying over my head. That's for my fucking kid. But I don't know where. But yeah, I like listening to a lot of different podcasts. You can learn a lot through different branches of the podcast, and there's a lot of Demolition Derby podcast out there. So I haven't heard that one yet, but I'll have to look it up. We thank you all very much for coming on the Crash It Podcast, episode number 33. We wish you all the best of luck. We let quit.
Put her in the
As I
car.
always say, send it. I don't know.
Yeah, but thanks for coming on the podcast, and we wish you guys the best of luck. Like I always say, go out there and send it. But thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Jacob, did Josh tell you about the guy that reached out to me today at work?
No, I haven't talked to Joshua today.
Reed, I don't know if you know who Reed Millard
Where
is.